I joined
Oh,
late.
that could be it. Yeah.
I was like, I don't see, yeah.
I could quickly message too and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, it's live now.
Oh, nice.
That was very coincidental. Let me just one more time check, but that notification popped up in my YouTube. Yep, we're live.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Awesome.
there we go.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. This is Ballet and Bharatanatyam. Thanks for joining us. I think we're doing ballet first today. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sure.
If you're new, we recommend that you start with some of our earlier classes. It's been progressive. If you're joining us live, please let us help you be comfortable joining at whatever point that you are. We want it to be a drop-in class as well. I'm Kristen. I'm one of the ballet teachers, and I use she, her pronouns.
I'm Jackie. I'm the other ballet instructor, and I also use she, her pronouns.
I'm Anjali. I'm one of the Bharatanatyam instructors, and I use the pronoun she, her.
And I'm Anita, another Bharatanatyam instructor, and I also use the pronoun she, her. And we have a third Bharatanatyam instructor who isn't teaching today, but her name is Shruti, and she also uses the pronoun she, her. So with that, we can get started with ballet. Should I pin you, Jackie?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me if it sounds good to you. And I made that mistake last week. Is it cool if we go back and correct it?
Yeah. What do you just want to do what we did last week, kind of plies and then go to port de bras? Okay. Also, I just need apologize to everyone for Cinco de Mayo. I had Chipotle right before this. So Kristen has a real baby. I have a food baby going on right now.
I don't see your food baby at all, Jackie.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Okay. So we will we'll start with our regular plies. We've been doing this every week for quite a while now. If you need a more in-depth walkthrough, probably go back to some of the earlier weeks, and there will be a more in-depth walkthrough. Otherwise, just feel free to follow along the best you can. So we will, again, the combination is demi-plie, grand plie, and then we do that in second and fourth and fifth. Then we're going to tendu back to first. This we added on a few weeks ago, the cambrés. So then we'll bend forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, come up 5, 6, 7, 8, and then cambré back, 1, 2, 3, 4, come up 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we reach away to the bar to stretch into the bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we reach into the bar to stretch away from the bar, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll just bring our leg back to fifth position, Su-su, suit new turn, tendu back to first, and we'll do the other side. Okay, let's get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, allonge, 5, 6, 7, 8, demi 1, 2, stretch 3, 4, demi 5, 6, stretch 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu 7, 8, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, demi 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, round to jump 4, demi 1, 2, stretch 3, 4, demi 5, 6, stretch 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu fifth, demi 1, 2, 3, 4, demi 5, 6, 7, 8, grand plie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tendu first, cambré 1, 2, 3, 4, reach up 5, 6, 7, 8, back 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 6, 7, side 1, 2, 3, 4, come up 5, 6, 7, 8, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu to fifth. Susu, soutenu, plie. Tendu first. Bring your arms down. We'll take a 2-second breather. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé. 5, 6, 7, 8. Demi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tendu second. Demi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round to jump fourth. Demi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tendu fifth. Demi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Demi. 5, 6, 7, 8. Grand plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tendu first. Converse forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 5, 6, 7. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 5, 6, 7, 8. Tendu to fifth. Susu, soutenu, plie. Tendu first. And breathe. Good job, everyone.
I'm just loving those combres. They feel so good.
It feels so good. That little hamstring stretching.
Yeah.
So I think now we'll spotlight Kristen. Is that okay? Or do you want me to?
That's fine with me. Yeah, if that sounds good.
Okay.
I might make Erin move so I can have more space here. A little bit.
Erin can join us if you want.
Yeah, if you want to join us, you can stand up and join in. So the mistake I made last week is with the second Bharatanatyam port de bras. So just a reminder, the first one is where the arms go down, up, and around. And the third one is where we bend, so very similar, and then we do the little back bend and then over. We can go back to those. But I kind of want to start with the second one because that's where I made the mistake. And I realized I made the mistake. So let's go to, with our right foot in front, fifth position, quasi. And remember last year we did our preparation and I said to put the right arm up. And I realized that that was a mistake right as I was saying. I like how unexpected the right arm up is. Do you remember when I was saying that, Jackie?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, you're right. But I remember that peeking, but it comes later.
The peeking comes later?
Yeah, right?
I'm in a different port de bras.
Maybe.
The peak is it's definitely somewhere, but yeah, it's not here. So in the second Bharatanatyam port de bras, we have our right foot in front. We're to our left a little bit in that 45 degree. And we actually start with our left arm up. So it's what is to be expected. This is like, you know, you're showing off your face, you're kind of framing your body. This is kind of like the most expected position in ballet. This one is a little unexpected, for lack of a better word. So right foot's in front, to our left a little bit, left arm up. So again, this comes after our preparation. So we do our allongé, preparatory, first, out in, the right arm's in second, left arm's in third. And you're kind of looking, like, you know how we're 45 degrees left? You're kind of looking 45 degrees right out past your right arm. All right, here we go. It's very similar, but we'll go through it slow. So your head initiates it, which I actually remember really liking this too. In the second Bhagatava Porta Bra, the head initiates. So the head initiates, you look up to your left palm, you follow your left palm as it comes to second, and then now your left continues down, your right continues up, you're still looking at your left palm, and then here you peek up at your right palm, follow the right palm as you meet in first position, and then you're going to look back over to that 45-degree. So you're no longer looking at your palm here, you're looking like out past your hand to that like 45-degree position. Okay, cool. Let's start from preparatory and do that one more time. So we'll do our little allongé, 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6. First, left arm up. Head initiates, look the left palm, follow the left palm down. Now both arms move, continue following the left palm. You finished left in preparatory, right in third. You're gonna peek up to that right palm, follow your right palm as your hands meet in first. And then as your left goes to third and right goes to second, you're gonna look out past your right hand. And then from here to end, we can bring our left arm down to second, allongé, and close. How's that sound? Any questions before we do it a little faster? Does that seem familiar to what you would think it would be, Jackie?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes, and everything. Actually, I recommend, so I have these little, these little things that I've shown before, which based on them, I'm sure you can understand how I made a mistake because it's hard to tell, like where the little man's foot is in front and like which arm is up and which arm is down. But yeah. You can find these little diagrams online too. So I looked up on YouTube like Bhagatanatyam Porta Bras. Bhagatanatyam was the person that kind of like made this method of ballet. And there's actually a really incredible video that pops up first of this woman doing all 6. So if you find it, I highly recommend it. All right, a little bit faster. Oh, just a note, she does the preparation for her first Bhagatanatyam Porta Bra a little differently. We do our standard thing here. She just goes straight up. So if you're confused by that, just know it's a little different. And I'm pretty sure this is how my teacher taught, but side note. Okay, second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, up to first. Left arm up, yep. Head initiates to the left palm, follows it down to second. Both arms move. Head rolls up to look into the right palm, follows that one down to first, and then you go back into your starting position. Then you can take it down to second, allongé, to close. Okay, let's put some counts with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, up 7, out 8. Look 1, look 1, 2, 3, 4, down to second. 5, 6, 7, peek on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 to first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out to our beginning. Let's do that one more time. So initiate with the head. 1, 2, down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, peek 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring that arm down to second, allongé, and close. Let's try it on the left. So now we're To our right a little bit, left foot in front, fifth position croisé. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, up, 7, 8. So same thing as before, just mirror. We start by looking out over our left hand. Yeah, and then the head initiates up to our right palm. 1, follow the right palm. Now both arms move, keep following the right palm. Peek into the left, comes back together in front, and then follow the left hand out into our starting position. And we can bring that right arm down, allongé, and close. Let's do it with counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Both arms, 6, 7, peek, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down to second, allongé, and close. Yeah, should we do that a little faster on the left? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, peek, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second, allongé, and close. Yeah, nice. Let's go. And should we do our first and third? Once on each side, just so we can keep that in our memories and our bodies. So let's do the first. And we'll just stay with the same preparation that we have been doing. And just know that what I'm seeing online is that some people kind of skip that preparation and just start right from here. I'd imagine it's just like different teachers and different styles. I swear we always did the same preparation in my class. What did you do, Jackie? Do you remember it all?
Yeah, we pretty much almost always did that, no matter what teacher I had. So it seems pretty standard.
Go onto YouTube. Sorry, I talked over you. But
What were you saying?
Sorry, you go. I'm sorry.
We did. I remember doing this with pretty much every different ballet instructor I had.
Sounds good. All right, so fifth position croisé, right foot in front, to our left a little bit. We're gonna follow our right hand here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right fingernails, 5, 6, right palm, 8. Allongé, look past your fingernails. 1, 2, follow that right palm up, 3, 4, 5, 6, out, 7, 8. Allongé, and close. And why don't we do the third now, just on the same side? 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé, you bend down to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take that little breath with the hands and back, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé, and close. Any questions before we go to the left side? Sounds good. So now we have the left foot in front, following the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, allongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the first one. Allongé, 1, 2, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé, and close. And now we'll do the third where we bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allongé. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allongé. And close. Woo! Should we go do the second ones one more time? We have a couple more minutes. Get a drink of water quick. I'm kind of recovering from a little cold. All right. So right foot in front. Second, Bharatanatyam port de bras. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allongé. 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiate with the head. 2, 3, 4. Both arms. 6, 7. Peak. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left arm down the second. Allongé. And close. And now the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Allongé. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Both arms. 6, 7. Peak. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right arm down to second. Allongé. And close. Yeah. Anything else before we do a quick reverence and then we turn it over?
I just want to make one comment because I noticed this as I was doing it is I know the focus right now is really on your upper body and what your arms are doing, your head is doing. Maybe you're starting to add in that épaulement with your shoulders. But one thing to not forget about, and it's also just like a good way to really start ingraining this in your body, is like my butt is like sore at the end of doing port de bras because I'm, fifth position is like not comfortable. And so I'm working so hard on standing and rotating and you're kind of squeezing your glutes that entire time that I'm actually sore in my glutes at the end of a port de bras. So just kind of something to think about as we start doing it, that you shouldn't feel relaxed in your lower body. So just kind of, it's a good time to just sort of practice that rotation and that alignment and getting more comfortable in fifth position, although it should never really feel comfortable, I guess. So, yeah.
I love that. To me, that's where like that framework comes from. Like I always talk about how we have that ballet framework and then like the artistry and the beauty and the épaulement kind of comes on top of that, but we like never lose that framework. Like, from like the waist down, like that's your framework. And then you're like, I don't know, épaulement can go on top and be so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. All right, let's do a quick reverence. I don't know if I have anything creative today, so let's just start with the right foot in B+ and our arms in first. We can just take a step out to the right, allongé and curtsy. To the left, allongé and curtsy. And then you can gesture to your partner. That was something that my teacher always did. You always gestured to your partner. And they would take a step forward, right arm up, and they would bow. And everyone's still clapping. So they take another step and they bow. And then they gesture to the core of the ballerina. Or I guess they wouldn't be ballerinas if they were in the core. The ballerina is only the principal dancer. The rest is like the corps de ballet, right? Like,
Yep.
Is that what you heard too, Jackie?
Mm-hmm.
And then we clap for each other. Yay! And I know everyone online seeing my toddler in front of a screen this whole time. Don't judge me, okay? It's how we get through with COVID and Zoom classes. We have a screen for her. It's an educational video game that she's playing. All right, I'll pass it over now. I think was he trying to get on? That's someone we know, right?
Yeah, Amdad got on. I think it looks like he just left though.
Was he maybe trying to get onto Aaron's class or something?
Oh, potentially. I'm not sure.
I don't know what time that
I guess
started.
that's from 7 to 8. So
Hers is 7 to 8 too.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, hopefully he figured out what he needed.
All right. So Anita, I think you're host.
Yes, I will spotlight you then.
Okay. So ready to get started. We'll start with Namaskaram Nare like usual. We'll probably try to breeze past those since I think last week we did Kurita Metrapu, right? You guys started
Yep.
the first one, and so we'll be reviewing that today and getting a little bit more into it and doing a little bit for warm up. So. All right, so everybody wants to find a spot. Make sure I'm seeing. Okay, so 2 hands in Katakamukaha. I'll give it a couple seconds. Again, just shoulders back. We've already kind of been holding our posture really nicely through ballet, so let's maintain that for Bharatanatyam. Slightly different, of course, but always that back straight, really, holding everything with intent. So, all right. Dalanku takadimi takatadinginatom takadimi takajanu 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 tam. All right, Nare. Give it a couple seconds, find a good spot. Alangu takadimi takadadiginato takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi. Great. One more time, a little bit faster. And if you haven't been already, again, always just remember chin up. I also find myself sometimes tending to look down, a little bit downcast. So you want to just remember to keep your eye level. Obviously, not chin too high, but just a nice normal eye level. All right. Talango takadimi takadadinginatom takadimi takajanu 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 takadimi. All right. So I believe we discussed, we'll start with Bakkarava. We will do third and fourth. Anita will be doing Sholugata for us. And I will let Anita decide what speed and how we're going to do it.
Yep. Okay. So just a really quick review again, just because there's so many steps, I think it would be a good idea to just kind of walk through how you do the third and fourth. So again, we're just going to go over the feet of the third. So the third, you're going to basically do that sweep of that first foot with your heel, they, and then you kind of beat the second one, they, the, beat, and then the, that you sweep again, they, you keep your foot there, they, the. And then like the second, you're going to go to your right forward and then to your left forward and pivoting. And then using, yeah, sorry, don't want to speed up too fast. Exactly. Kind of doing what Anjali's showing. And then with your hands, you're going to have your hands in Dola Hasta. And so when you sweep your foot out, you are going to put your hands straight up and then over into Pataka. And then as you come back to the center, you're going to take it and put your hand back in Dola. All right, yes, and Anjali is demonstrating putting the two together. Perfect. So we're going to go slow for this one, and then we'll go at a faster speed after. Okay. Talangu takade takata dingine tong ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. Left ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta ta tei tei ta de tei tei ta. Good job. Yeah, and just a general reminder too, as we doing these steps, trying to coming back to the basics. Like remember, your elbows are going to be like in a plane, not up, not down, and then your hands. I think for this one, I would say it's a little bit looser than usual, but make sure your hands are away from your body, and to kind of always have, yeah, don't spread your fingers. Not good. Yep. I feel like I did a hybrid of 1 and 2, so I don't know. We could always maybe try to go faster, maybe at the end, just to see what a faster speed would be if you wanted, like just feet, no hands too.
Yeah, we can try. I will try not to trip.
Okay. Do you want to then do 4, Anjali? We could just go to 4 now. Sorry, I know you're.
Yeah, actually, since it's 7:40, why don't we go to 4? So we'll have a little bit more time for to drill the first one again.
Yep. Okay. So then with number 4, you jump. So basically, you jump towards your right. Is that correct, Anjali? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I got confused for a second. Yeah. So you jump towards your right corner. So you're going from Kataka to Alapadma, that forward jump. And then for the rest of the time, you're using your left foot to move left, but you're starting on your right, which is why you jump. And so you go all the way down, and then you come back to Kataka, and then you jump again on your left side, and then you go from Alapadma again to Kataka while taking those steps again. And just again, like a reminder, right? You're like the leg that you're using to primarily move. Oh, yes, So make sure that you kind of do a little bit of a lean, but keep your torso straight. You're not kind of bending. You're not losing your posture essentially, but you're kind of moving from your waist. Is that correct to say? Like your stomach area, your abdomen, maybe that general area. And you're not leaning forward, you're leaning to your side. No slouching shoulders. Anjali's doing some good reminders of the posture. So really that's kind of your point, your abdomen area, to your point. And then also I was gonna say your feet, remember that your feet that you're kind of leading with, you're kind of using that to really kind of stomp, and your other foot you're placing behind. You don't wanna kind of lift both or stomp both or anything like that. Yeah, like that is what not to do. Nice expressions there, Anjali. You're giving a preview. Okay, so we will start. Do you have a question, Kristen?
Yeah. So we jump, and then at first we lean to the side, and then eventually do we rotate the torso to the front to then come up straight at the end?
Correct. Yeah. That is like technically what you're doing. Your torso should be coming to the side and then it's kind of rotating. That's it's a technical definition, but that is the feeling that you should have.
Yeah, sorry, I misspoke when I said don't go front. I kind of meant like lean front in the beginning, but you lean to the side and then lean front. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say what Anita said is also very true, because some people, they lean front when they're going this way, but you still want to lean to the side and make it a nice circle. So your body is essentially, if I was standing in one place, it's doing a nice little rotation. You're going to the side first, then coming down, then coming up, and we're going to that side. You're coming to the side, a little bit front. But notice I'm trying not to drop my shoulders, of course, at any of this. I'm just still trying to keep it as straight as possible. And how much of course that you can bend here is very individual. Of course, I could even bend further, and that's just how much your flexibility. So.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll get started then. Talang gutaka de metakata dinginetom ta te ta de ta ta te ta de ta ta te ta de ta ta te ta de ta. Yay, good job. And then do you want to do just like, do you want to go to head movements and eye movements first, and then could kind of do that with time? Yeah, we'll do that. So we're just going to take a little break right now and kind of move to head movements and eye movements first before going back to Kudichimete. So if you want to gather around on your screens here, and then I guess at home, you can do it in front of a mirror if you want, or just watch me. Okay, so we're going to start with head movements. So we have samam, which is straight, udvahitam, up, adhomukam, down, alolitam, roll your neck, dutam, shake no, kampitam cha, shake yes, paravrittam, look right, ukshitam, look left, parivagitam, shake your head really fast. Okay, so we're going to do that once more. Samam, udvahitam, adhomukam, alolitam, dutam, kampitam cha, paravrittam, ukshittam, parivagitam. Okay, and now for eye movements or drishti beda. So we have samam, which is straight. And then, sorry, I have my notes here because this one for whatever reason, I always get confused. So samam is straight. And then we have alokitam, which is going in a circle. Then we have sachi, which is looking out of the corner of your eye. Then we have pralokitam, which is you're looking from side to side. Then nimilitam, you kind of have your eyelids half closed. Ulokitam is you look up. And then anuvrittam is you kind of do an up to down. Avalokitam is you're looking down. So we'll do that again. Samam, alokitam, sachi. That was sachi, sorry. And then the next one is Pralokitam, side to side. Nimilitam. Ullokitam. Anuvrittam. And Avalokitam. Yay! And those are the eye movements. Do you think we have time for maybe double-handed, or do you want to, maybe we could do Kudachimitta first?
We can go back to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll pin Anjali then.
Okay, so you guys started Kurichimittaravu last week, or 2 weeks ago actually, and last week we started on the first one. So today we'll be again kind of just drilling down and getting into the nitty-gritty and some of the details. So Anita, I'll not be on mute, but I guess I will let you direct based off of kind of how last week went as well.
Yep, okay. So I think, yeah, we're just gonna kind of break it down again. And I guess Kristen and Jackie, just jump in if you feel like it's going too fast or too slow or anything like that. But basically, again, the concept for this one is that you want to kind of jump on the ball of your feet. So Anjali, if you want to demonstrate, jump up and then go down. And we talked a lot about how you don't want to make sure that you don't kind of over jump, basically, like have your heel too much up. Like that is something that you don't want to do. You basically want to jump to the level that you're able to and comfortable with. So in this case, that's kind of, it's basically up to what you can do, but kind of that diagonal is what you want. And then the other important thing is that you're forming a diamond shape. Is that what you're getting at, Anjali? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to also get a better sense of maybe when the heels go down, where you're feeling it the most. I mean, it's probably all over leg, all over your thigh, but definitely inner and outer both.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
No, I was going to say, and I think that brings up a good point too. Like if you, like with all of these, just being sure and like being really cognizant that your feet are close together. I think too, in this one, it may be easier to kind of spread out or kind of have your feet drift apart, especially because you're jumping up and down too. Like it might drift over time. I don't know if you've seen that before, Anjali, but just being
like, I think like kind of hit it right there. It's close together, but of course you don't want it too close where when your feet come down, they touch each other or they fall on top of each other. That really shouldn't happen. It should be a nice, comfortable, I would even say, it's gonna be a little bit different for everybody's body, but maybe an inch or a couple centimeters. Again, just not too far and not obviously touching each other. So.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think this one, the hardest part as well is just making sure that you're level. So you're not kind of, you're not losing your armandi, kind of like how Anjali's demonstrating. Like you can notice her knees going up and down in that part. You just want to make sure that so this is kind of a good example. So your legs are moving apart ever so slightly, but your height is pretty much, you're jumping up, but when I say your height is the same, it's like your armandi is the same. So yeah. So I guess we could just do a couple of just the feet, like just maybe an 8 count of Tei Ha, Tei Hi, which is the Sholkata for this. So whenever I say Tei is usually your cue to go up, and then Ha is down, and then Tei again is up, and then Hi is down. So that's just the Sholkata for this. All right, so I will give you guys a second. Looks like you guys are ready and situated. So, talanguta kadimita kadadingi netong Tei Ha, Tei Hi, Tei Ha, Tei Hi, Tei Ha, Tei Hi, Tei Ha, Tei Hi. That looks really good on the call. So yeah, good job. And then we also talked about the hands. So the hands for this one, again, you're going to start kind of out to the side. You're going to go from sorry, is it I can't remember now. It's Alapadma to Kataka, right? And then
Yeah.
Alapadma to Kataka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you start? I was gonna say, do you start usually? I'm just trying to think about. I usually just go directly to Kataka. Do you hold yours and Alapadma? To the side.
I think I go to Kataka first, but we can go to Alapadma first as well.
How do you do it? Sorry, maybe.
What I've done in the past is started in Kataka.
Oh, got it. And then you started. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I thought you meant your first one was Kataka and then you go.
Oh,
that.
got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. So yeah, basically what Anjali and what I got confused about for a second is that when you kind of do the talangu takademi takatadinginatom, you kind of prep and you put your hands to the side and kataka mukaha, and then you kind of go te ha. So you go from Alapadma and then you go back to kataka, right? Te ha, te hi. Did we learn it the same way?
So I think the way that I learned it, I'm not sure if you guys put this together last week, but the way I learned it was you take each count of 2 is for, I guess, hands open, hands closed. So all the hands that we're switching between, and I'm sure you guys covered this last week, is just Kataka Mukaha to Alapadma, back to Kataka, back to Alapadma, back to Kataka Mukaha. So, and Anita, this might be a little different from you, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna look straight. So it'd be they, hut, they, he, they, hut, they, he. So that'd be the full 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is how I learned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have to look at the previous class because now I'm thinking if I taught it wrong too. So let me review my notes. I don't remember anymore. That could be a
I
mistake.
think last week we were like switching every time you were going up and down.
Yeah.
Or at least I was doing that. Maybe that's not what was taught, but that's what I was trying.
Yeah, you know what? I think Anjali's right, honestly.
I was like, I don't think,
yeah, I was like, that's too fast, and I don't know why I taught it like that.
You'd be doing it at double speed. You'd be going, they, hut, they, he, they, hut, they.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I don't know. Maybe like the slow speed got me confused or something. But you're right. When you go faster, it doesn't make sense.
Once you put it together, you would realize it's kind of a little faster. You'd be jumping back and forth versus using 2 for each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that looks right. I'm so sorry I messed up, but yeah.
This should actually be easier. So if you excelled last week, slow down version.
You got extra practice. It's fine.
Let's blame the weather for our lapse in judgment.
Yeah, it was last week.
It was okay.
I don't know what the weather was, but let's blame it.
It was the weather. Did you do looking last week, Anita?
No, we didn't do looking.
Okay, that's why I purposely didn't look right now. Looking actually helps me remember the direction. It was a little hard for me to not look right now, but we can introduce it later as well.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for that clarification. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I was thinking last week. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's just review. Let's just break down the hands again. According to
what we can do to make it easier is maybe just do the hands with like what the sequence would be for 8 counts. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for just the right side. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that would be the left side. Yeah. So what do you want to do? Sholkota?
Yeah.
For that.
Yep. We'll do that. Any questions, Kristen or Jackie? Okay. Yep. So again, it's 2 counts for each. Okay.
Yeah. And you can do it standing or sitting. I would say just if standing, do no feet, just to kind of solidify the arms, because that is probably the confusing one of this one too, is kind of like maybe if you guys are watching online, what you learned last week is once you start mixing arabus together, you technically can do things at a little bit of a faster speed or slower speed. And so it's important just to get down. Again, it's kind of like growing the belly pad and the head type of thing where your hands and feet are kind of going at doing two different things. So.
Talangu takadimi takata dinginetom tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi. Should we do again? Yeah, they. We could do that once more. They. Yeah. So I'll just count you off again. So talangu takadimi takata dinginetom tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi. Okay. Do you want to try to put those together then in the last few minutes?
Sure. The other thing I was going to note is probably actually for this one too, I was going to say in dances, it actually might be similar to use only one beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is just the last half that would be really sped up. You'd probably bring your hands in front of you in a very fast speed. So yeah, we can join the two together.
Okay. So talangu takadimi takata dinginetom tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha. One more time. Tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi tei ha tei hi. Okay. Sorry, Anjali, when I said one more time, you're like, oh no.
My face was like. One of the things that I was going to note, and you may have broke this down last week, but an easy way to remember when to transition the hand is every time you go on your toes is when the hand transitions to the next hand. So toes, close, change, change, change. I guess that's one way to think about it. So your hand is, each time it's moving to the next hasta is when you jump on your toes. So for those of you that want to feel it out that way.
Yep. It looks like we're coming up on time right now, but yeah, I think that we'll practice more of Pudicimetta next week and really kind of hone in on just practicing and kind of getting that foundation. So.
And for those of you that are curious, so this one, kind of a preview for next week too. Since I think looking, we've usually been adding as we go each arava, even, not the we did technically look as we were going. We're not going to do it this week, but as a preview, when you're doing the right side, you'll be looking to the right side and you'll be looking down when your hands come together. So it is a little bit similar to other arabus you learned where, like we've always said, your gaze kind of follows the hand, the dominant hand. So just as a preview for next week. All right, are we ready for Namaskaram?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So same as before, your hands have been used. I feel like we've been in Kataka Mukha all day. So again, 2 hands in front. Dalangu takadimi takatadingi natom takadimi takajanu 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 tam. All right. Yay. Also, excuse that I'm out of breath. Oh my God. Next.
Yeah, thank you, Anjali, for doing all the dancing today.
Yeah, of course.
Hopefully be back next week. So
yes, well, we also got a little break in there for head and eye gestures, which was good. So, any questions? Okay. Good. Any other comments or announcements, or anyone up to anything fun this week they want to share so we can live vicariously through you?
Well,
I was gonna say-
tomorrow,
Oh, go ahead, Jackie.
I was just going to say tomorrow, SAATH has their first class again, right? Tomorrow. So I'm going to assume all the in-person spots are taken, but you can join live via YouTube, and then you can also see it later via YouTube. So those have been, we kind of on a hiatus, the choreo classes that are like the classes we used to have in person, where you learn about a minute and a half of choreo, no dance experience required at all. Just come and have fun. And I think those are going to be once a month, and there'll be a limited opening to take it in person. You have to be vaccinated and wearing a mask the whole time just to be safe. So yeah, check out SAATH page for more information on that. That's kind of the news I have.
Be exciting.
Yeah.
They going to the new studio. Where's that new studio? We never.
I think it's Minneapolis, Lindale Avenue.
I
Yeah.
thought it was in like Bloomington a little bit.
I think it is. I think it's like South Minneapolis. It's almost, it's I think we just keep going south past all the restaurants. Yeah, it's almost like half city, half suburb. That's what that area reminds me of. But
Yeah. It's across from a Bachman.
yeah, for anybody online that went to the old studio that they were at for the previous years before that, it's not too far. I would still say it's pretty city central, just maybe in like a different central of the city, but it's not anywhere too far still. I would say it's probably, yeah, if there are people coming from one side, it might be further for them, but it's just a little closer than on the west side.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you would like to come on Zoom, our Zoom link is gonna be changing again next week. So the correct Zoom link would be probably linked to this YouTube video if you join on YouTube. So just a heads up for that.
Because it'll be our previous one, right?
Yep, it'll be the one that we had been using until the month of April. So.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm not sure if the ID would or anything would change. They potentially could reset things. So best bet would be to either look online or on YouTube, the most updated version.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody have a good week and see you next week, Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. Central US time. All right.
Everyone.